It's a stunning moment as a teen speaks out about the years of sexual abuse
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Matthew and Carlene channel. Today we're covering another story on how a boy was molested by his female teacher. Let's get into it, shall we?
says he suffered at the hands of a teacher.
Just because I'm a man doesn't mean that it should be shunned away. Because I was a child, I wasn't a man, I was a boy.
Grant Strickland met the kindergarten teacher when he was 14 years old and auditioned for the lead male role in his community theater production of Legally Blonde the musical. Grant won the part. Teacher Nicole Callahan was the director.
I had to grow up very, very fast and get on a whole nother maturity level that I was never ready for.
Son, I completely see where it is you're coming from. I do. Because I went through some very similar things going through school as well. Not to this extent, mind you. Not to this extent. I was never molested. But I did have firsthand experience going through school on how here in the West, women are most likely to abuse their position of authority than men are, due to the fact they have every reason to believe they're going to get away with it. When I was in school, I had several female teachers who would just make up rules that I never really signed and agreed to, neither did my parents, like no junior staffing, which apparently was whatever it is the teacher said it was at the time. I had several female teachers who took full advantage of the fact that no one would believe me if I accused them. I had several female teachers who would utilize legal terms that they knew at that point in my age I wouldn't be able to understand, into trying to manipulate me and thinking that they were just trying to look out for me, but in reality they were trying to isolate me, like make me feel isolated. I had several teachers who would lie to me straight to my face and tell me that I don't have a constitutional right to self-defense. I have a right to ignore it or report it. And even though the reporting it won't do any good because no one would do anything. When it comes to a woman, that is. The point is, we had a situation here in the West where there have been lots of women who have been demonstrating completely unacceptable behavior to men for quite some time now. It was never appropriately addressed, and as a result, it escalated. Don't believe me? Answer me this. How many female teachers have any of us seen who are willing to tell their female students straight up, hey, legal consent is not whatever a woman says it is at the time. If you did not articulate the word no to this boy, by law, you gave legal consent, and under no circumstances are you permitted to take it back. I'm asking this because if there is a large percentage of female teachers who are not willing to teach that to their female students, how do you think those female students were going to end up when they graduated and started looking for jobs? I think we found our answer. I think we did.
Shouldn't have had to been.
Detectives say the teacher started grooming the ninth grader and pressured him into an inappropriate and unlawful relationship that went on for 2 years. She reported
2 years. 2 years of that constant sexual abuse by that teacher that boy had to go through. Okay, that school that boy was part of clearly knew about it. It did. Because after all, let's face it here. With all these reports of school shootings going on, do you really expect me to believe that, hey, that school does not have a working security camera system that could have caught this when it first started. It doesn't matter which way I look at it. The school knew about it and they were looking the other way because they didn't want to address it. And that's the reason why the teacher was doing this, because she knew they were looking at her way. She had every reason to believe at the time she was going to get away with it. She did.
Reportedly even signed him out of the school and personally drove him to rehearsals. Sometimes she drove him to a hotel. Other times they got together in a parking garage.
State your name for me, ma'am.
Nicole Callahan.
The 33-year-old teacher wiped away tears during her first appearance in court.
Wiping away tears, huh? Where were the tears when you were doing this to this boy? Where were they? You're just crying because you got caught. That's painfully obvious. I think it is.
In Anderson County, South Carolina.
You will have a no contact order with the victim or the victim's family. Do you understand the no contact order?
Yes, Your Honor.
Grant, who is now 18, says he decided to come forward to put a human face on what he experienced.
This happens, and it happens a lot, and it's not just to women, it's to men too, and it happens to young children.
All right, everybody, that's all we're covering for right now, because, YouTube and everything. But to any parents out there who are concerned that their son might have to go through this, here's my recommendation. You guys can take it or leave it. It's completely up to you. My recommendation is that you tell the school straight up, hey, under no circumstances is my child allowed to be one-on-one with any of your staff. Someone has to be in the room also. And my son also has to be permitted to record the entire conversation and send an unedited version of that recording straight back to us. If the school says no, take your kid out of there immediately. Report that school to child services or police, anyone in a position of authority. Because let's face it, the only real reason a school would say no to something like that is if they know one or maybe multiple of their staff members is doing something unacceptable with their students and they're trying to hide it. That's the only possible reason. Anyways, that's all we got time for today. If you like this content, by all means, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. It really helps us out. It really does. Peace out, guys.